Buzz buzz, motherfathers, it's B. I am so sorry. I will never do that again. In my head it sounded so much cooler than it was. Anywhoozle, just ignore that happened. The video starts now. What are we doing today, squad? We're gonna do the typical vloggity. I'm waiting till 12 to begin my eating window, as usual, but we're gonna go do something in the meantime. My mother, my grandmother, my aunt. I typically say aunt, so that's weird. This is a weird development. Well, we're all going to go thrifting. My aunt and my grandma go every single Saturday to get those senior discounts, 50% off at the Arc. But this time my mom and me are joining them. I'm in the market for some furniture. What you see in this room is all that I own furniture-wise. I got a bed. Okay, maybe I don't want to show you my room. It's really messy, but I got a bed, a desk, these 2 bookshelves, and that's it. And I like to get my furniture secondhand for 2 reasons. A, the price, just better. And B, older furniture was typically made better. I don't want to spend $300 on a credenza that's made of particle board. Old furniture, a lot of it's solid wood, and it might just need like a little bit of TLC in the form of like sanding, varnishing, giving it new life. So I'm all about finding furniture secondhand. The only downside is it might be haunted, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Anyways, I'm gonna have to see if these biddies let me put them on camera, and I use biddies in like the most loving way possible. I just think it's a funny word, but we're gonna have to see if they let me put them on camera. Otherwise it's gonna look like, you know, Pee-wee's Playhouse, real person with a bunch of puppets. My mom's already designated Elmo. She does not want to be on camera. So if my grandma and my aunt also feel the same way, girl, this is gonna turn into an episode of Sesame Street really fast. So just prepare yourself for that. I'm just sitting on the porch. I'm waiting for my aunt to come pick me and my mom up because I'm eager. I did weigh in this morning. You guys know the last time I weighed in, I was 230.3 pounds, I believe. And then I stepped on the scale this morning, weighed 227.2 pounds. So that means I lost like 3.1 pounds, which is awesome. Definitely working hard and back on track. It feels very good to be back on track after kind of struggling. How do you biddies feel about being internet sensations?
Huh? We don't like the idea.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, because I was gonna vlog. But I'll just put, do you guys want cartoon characters over your faces if you get in there?
Yeah.
She puts me in her thing all the time, and she puts an Elmo over my face.
Okay, I can be Cookie Monster.
Okay, what do you want to be, Grandma?
Grandma could be Big Bird.
Alright, I'll be Big Bird. The shortest person in the car is gonna be Big Bird.
Here's the gang. I love the deals that thrift stores can provide, but clothing is always difficult for me. I don't know if it's just because I live in a smaller town and the plus size section is very limited, but I never find clothes at thrift stores for myself. It's very rare occurrence. So that's why I want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Thredup. Thredup is not your typical thrift store. Everything is online and you can save up to 90% off of retail price on the brands that you know and love. They have over 40,000 different brands on their site. They get new arrivals every single day. If you're interested, you should keep on listening because Thredup gave me a special promo code to give you guys some additional savings. So one of the things that I really didn't think about when I started my weight loss journey was transition clothing. It could get really expensive to keep on shelling out money for a new wardrobe every time I drop a pant size. We haven't really had to worry about that lately, but I digress. It will happen. Recently in the Caruso household, we are mourning the loss of my favorite jeans. The chub rub got to them. They're no longer wearable. However, I went on Thredup. I typed in the brand of the jeans. I typed in my size and there they were at a discount. So I really quickly snatched them up, put them in my cart, and I'll go ahead and do like a little try on haul and show you what else I got as well. My package arrived in this adorable little polka dot box wrapped nicely. I found this yellow swimsuit and you guys know that I cannot resist yellow. This is Old Navy brand and it has an estimated retail price of $45. I only paid $23.99. And then I saw this cheetah windbreaker. I thought that it would be great to wear over my swimsuit, and honestly I wanted the sound of my swooshing around to haunt my enemy's nightmares. Just kidding. shopping. But this retails at $24 and I only paid $9.99. This outfit was by far the biggest fashion risk because I don't wear shorts. But I absolutely love the high-waisted short paired with the long sleeve striped shirt. The shorts are a New Day, retailing at $15 and I paid $10.99. And the long sleeve top is from the brand Tweeds with an estimated price of $18 and I only paid $9.99. The last outfit we have is this Lauren Conrad knit sweater that had an estimated retail price of $74 and I only paid $24.99. Paired with the replacement Denizen jeans that had an estimated retail price of $30, but I only paid $14.99. I absolutely love the flowy sleeves of this top, and of course I already love these jeans. So if you too need transition clothes or you just want to freshen up your wardrobe and don't want to break the bank, you could go ahead and click my link that's in the description and use code Beatrice for 30% off of your first order on Thredup. I feel like you have one exactly like this though. I like this one. This would go straight up your snap. Yeah. Oh, that's one of those old school shaker things. Where you stand on it and it goes like this. That's kind of a cool table. That's actually perfect, and I could just refinish the top.
It's only $40.
It's only $40. I think we need like a furniture ticket. Already have Donna, Debbie, and Melissa. I don't know if I like the 911 button being so prominent. That's a haunted item. You could get this majestic unicorn picture with these majestic tigers.
Move over, I gotta go look at toys.
Can you see I'm doing shenanigans right now? I think it's funny, ironic that you don't want to be on camera. When
My butt's gonna be on it, isn't it?
Well, you forced us our whole life growing up to take pictures. Our whole entire
But
life.
that's you guys, not me.
True. Can't argue with that.
I think when I retire and I start going with you guys, I'm gonna have to drive so I can go hang out in my car while you guys are shopping.
We're usually in there, what, about an hour, Mom?
Yeah, about an hour.
A little bit more.
We were in there like 3 hours today.
No, we weren't.
Yes, huh?
Been there 2 hours.
It's only 12:20. She picked us up after 10.
Maybe it just felt like
Maybe it just felt longer than it was.
That's
Lunchtime for the squad. I'm just resting for like a beat because A, I don't socialize that often. I'm an introvert. I need to recharge. And B, that lunch was heavy. We went to this local Mexican food restaurant that I absolutely love. I love their food there. I didn't get what I typically get because what I typically get is not healthy at all. And I am finally kind of back on track. Like I feel like I've been pretty consistent. So I don't want to like break my stride now. What I typically get there is something called a slopper. And that, my friends, is a hamburger and french fries just doused in green chili and cheese, and then I get all the fixings on top: lettuce, tomato, onion, guacamole, sour cream, and then I douse the whole thing again in salsa. It looks like an absolute plate of garbage, but it tastes delicious. But I opted for the beef and bean tostadas instead, and that came with a mountain of rice. However, I just took a couple of bites of that. I have no idea how to track something like that though. Kind of the sucky thing about local restaurants, and like I hate to say that because, you know, obviously I want to support these places that I love, that I grew up eating, and that are, you know, local in my community, but like their nutrition information is just like not online. You know, I don't know if they use like lard in the beans. I don't know what percentage of hamburger meat they use. So it's a little bit harder to navigate local places as opposed to franchise restaurants. I don't know, I just kind of feel a little bit more comfortable counting calories or something. Going to some place where like I can look at the nutrition facts ahead of time and kind of make a game plan. But to be fair, like, you know, it all depends on who's cooking it. Like if they're giving like a bigger portion than what the standard is. You know, eating out in general makes weight loss very difficult. I don't know, but that's just something I was thinking about. I was actually reading the other day something interesting because someone pointed out that my carb balanced tortillas that I always get, the calories on those aren't right or something. I always thought it had to be right, like whoever regulates food has to be accurate. But I looked it up on Google. Well, it said like nutrition labels can be off by 20%. Isn't that insane? That's a large margin of error that they're allowed to be off by. So it's like, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know what's right. All I do know is like when I'm on point on MyFitnessPal, like hitting my numbers, I typically lose the amount of weight that I set out to lose in the week, you know, and I'm like weighing out my food or whatever. After a bit more research, I'd like to quickly interject that individuals metabolize food differently. So even if the labels had no leeway allowed whatsoever, they would still be inaccurate because our bodies ultimately decide what we get from our food. Also, it's good to know in certain foods like cereal, for example, Lucky Charms, the label can't predict how many weird little delicious stale marshmallows someone gets, especially when someone's rifling through the box and adding more little marshmallows to their bowl. Because guaranteed that person who's consuming those weird little stale marshmallows is getting way more sugar in their diet than the person who got stuck with an overwhelmingly disproportionate serving of dry cat food to marshmallow ratio. The labels are just meant to be a guide, not an exact measurement. Still, it's not lost on me how incredibly frustrating that can be for the people like myself who are trying to drop a few pounds, but that's also why I try to advocate for really listening to your body, taking note of how you feel after certain meals, and really tailoring it to your individualism as opposed to some one-size-fits-all type deal in order to be successful. But I don't know, I'm just kind of like thinking out loud at this point. Do you want to see the new plants I got? I don't know if anyone's interested, but this is my life now. I'm almost 30 and now I'm interested in plants. We got this little aloe vera. He's cute. He's sassy. We got this little succulent that's like a little bit pink. It's called the Pearl von Nürnberg. And then I bought a bunch of seed packets of herbs. I want to have like this indoor kitchen herb party thing going on so I can fulfill my professional chef goals and live my best life by, if I need a sprig of rosemary, just snip, snip, there's a sprig of rosemary. You know what I mean? I'm excited about my kitchen at my new house and I want to get like really into cooking and really just try to get better at cooking. So if anyone has any ideas of how to have like an indoor herb situation, I need help. Okay, welcome to the portion of the video where my mother watches Wheel of Fortune at a volume of 30 and I make creamy Toscana chicken for dinner.
Hey Google, turn on the lamp.
Oh my goodness. Chetty, are you screaming? And Chetty's also screaming, so we're really just plowing through this show.
Hello, friend. Oh.
That was a dynamic shot, wasn't it? Okay, let's make some chickens. It looks like this and it looks a little bit complicated. I'll leave the link in the description if you want this recipe. So one big change that I'm going to be making to this recipe is I'm going to be making it relatively dairy-free. I say relatively because I'm still going to be using Parmesan cheese. Like my mom and my sister don't eat a lot of dairy, but Parmesan cheese doesn't seem to upset them because it's like a harder cheese. I don't know. There's like different classifications of cheese and Parmesan cheese is fine. Plus there's only 1/4 of a cup in the whole dish, so. Oh God, now I have to try to find dried oregano in your spice cabinet and I want to die.
There probably isn't one.
There probably is. What do you mean?
Just use Italian seasoning. I know I have that.
We have rosemary leaves.
Ooh, I'm Don't put rosemary. I hate rosemary.
I'm not putting rosemary, and
No
you don't hate
rosemary.
rosemary, you just think so. How come you have a million Italian seasonings and not any oregano?
Because there's oregano in it.
Well, what else is in it? You know what else is in Italian seasoning?
No, no,
Rosemary.
No.
Rosemary's been in Italian seasoning this whole time.
No.
Why do you have 4 Italian seasonings?
Because I use them in spaghetti sauce.
You barely make spaghetti.
Well, I used to, before everybody got afraid of noodles.
What do you mean afraid of noodles?
Sister's afraid of noodles.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Another Italian seasoning. 5 now, Mom.
Just use some of that. It's all the same.
I feel like there should be an oregano up here.
I feel like it's not going to be there because I've never bought one in my life.
Oh my God. Okay, well, Italian seasoning it is.
What about
So the way that I put all these back is the whole entire front row is Italian seasoning now. So you need to spice her. I guess I'll put an Elmo face over your entire face and chest then. She's like, she's not wearing a bra.
Don't tell the world, my God.
Well, they're gonna see.
I'm in my own
I'm gonna
house.
put 2 elbows. I'm gonna put 2 elbows here and then 1 elbow here. Onward is so good. It is such a good movie. I don't know why more people aren't talking about it because, first of all, original story. It's not like one of those regurgitated ones. It's not another Disney live action remake. God, please, no more of those. And it really pulled on my heartstrings. I mean, I cried several times during it, and it could just be because I have daddy issues, or it could be because it's freaking fantastic. So, like, highly recommend. But anyway, I was thinking about it, and a bunch of people have asked me if I would do the 75 hard challenge. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically this challenge where for 75 days straight, in a row, in succession, you're supposed to work out twice a day, 45-minute workouts each. One of the workouts has to be outside. You have to stick with one diet or diet plan for the entire 75 days. And you have to read, I think it's like 10 pages in a book a day, but the book has to be for bettering yourself, probably like of the self-help variety. And I think that's all the rules. There might be more. I think there's like some kind of rule with like weighing in or taking a picture or whatever. Maybe you have to take a picture every day of yourself, which would make for an awesome like little time-lapse moment, to be honest. So, but I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking like that would be a cool one to make a group thing. So I was gonna kind of ask if that would be something that you would be interested in doing together, and then we could come up with an official start date or whatever and go from there. But anyways, let me know, and I'll probably throw like a survey up on YouTube or like Instagram. But in the meantime, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the struggle. And if you want to continue to support the struggle, you're always welcome to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Gently caress that like button. And remember, if you want to try Thredup, go ahead and click the link in the description of this video and use code Beatrice at checkout for an additional 30% off of your first order. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!